Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon, good evening. I can't believe we're in the second week of 2023. We have made it, guys. Thank you for tuning in. If you're just joining us, please share. Before I say hello to my co host today, we have packed information. It's almost like a follow up from last week. So before we unpack and I introduce the ladies into the studio, please share. Tell them no, the Insaka ladies are here. Bring a pen and paper and write down this information that we have to say. But let me say hello to my co-hosts that are in different states in the United States of America. My name is Priska. This is the Insaka Talk Show, and all the way from Dallas, Texas, Mrs. Nelly Matatila Bartholomew. Did I say that right? Bartholomew. I got it right?
Yes. By now, honestly, you got it right. Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning into Insaka Talk Show. We are so glad that you're here. Let us know in the comments where you're watching us from. I am in Dallas, Texas. And with me in the studio also is the beautiful Irene White from Chicago.
Hello from Chi-Town. You know, Chicago has so many different names because it's like they call it like a woman. We have different moods. Sometimes it's windy, sometimes it's snowing in the same day. It's sunshine, everything. So you have to have a jacket, a blanket, an umbrella in your car. So if you want to come to Chicago, you're welcome. And over to Miss Winnie.
Hey everyone, wherever you're watching us from, this is the Insaka ladies. My name is Winnie from New Jersey, New York. So guys, it's cold.
It is.
You can't just go outside without no jacket. Like this time around, it's messy.
It is freezing.
Yeah.
So we're going to do something different today just to break the ice. I will start with, I'm going to ask you ladies, would you rather be a millionaire or have a PhD? I know I want to be a millionaire. Forget the PhD.
She's like, I'll take the money. Me too. Honestly.
money. Hell no. Seriously. Imagine.
I'll take the money and then get a PhD with the money.
That's it.
Not exactly.
Money first, though.
Me, I'll take a PhD. My money will finish in 1 month.
That million.
I don't know how to say no.
What are you spending?
I don't know how to say no. All the hands will be like this. And then I'll just be giving, thinking I have a lot of money. You know what I mean? And then the next thing you're like 600,000. 100,000.
Irene, let me tell you something that you need to learn to do this year is to say no. Don't just say no, be like, hell no.
Okay.
And then just look at them like, no.
That's new. I'll put a hell no next
Learn to
time.
do that. Hell no.
It's very true what people saying. No, even the bishop was saying no, it's a gift you could never ask for. You need to learn to say no. And I'm learning this year.
I take it.
No. So I have another one. Would you rather win a lottery or live longer?
I want to live.
My shuba.
I want to live. I don't even want to talk about death. It's a very uncomfortable conversation. I don't want to talk about life insurance. I have anxiety when it comes to death. So now I want to live.
$365 million. You can plan it out.
You know, when you think about it, somehow I'm like, okay, if I get that money, can I live at least another 50 years longer?
No, there is no time limit. You either get the 365 million lottery or you ask for to live longer.
I'm going to live longer. And
So
then
does that mean when you get the money,
Well, they don't give you time. You can die tomorrow. You can die 10
No.
years from now. There's no window.
no, then it
which is
doesn't.
what's going to happen anyway. So yeah, I'll say
No, me, I'll live longer. I want to live longer. I want to see my son get married and have a grandchild. You know, those beautiful things that everybody wants. I think I'd love that.
Yeah, I think our audience have mixed feelings about it as well. Our Insaka family. Some people say, yeah, they would rather be a millionaire. Edward Mueller says, no, but live longer, ule chula.
Yeah.
Maybe it's too Eddie. I'm not sure if this is your character or the senior
Or
Edward.
the senior Eddie. Maybe it's senior. Maybe it's my dad, probably. It's the senior Eddie.
It's funny.
Yeah, I just want to put the comments up there for you guys.
Okay, Angela Moema says, good evening. You look gorgeous. Thank you so much, Angela.
Too.
Mm.
Jay's mom, awe kulimpe poku Zambia. Natumfwa. That's good in
Really?
Zambia.
Sandra,
And then Sandra, our sister, she says, I like today's introduction.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you so much.
thank you.
Thanks, Sandra. And Lubuto Tavo.
Keep it up. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much, Lubuto.
She's the one who wants to be a millionaire.
Yeah, you and me both, Sissy.
You and I both, sis. You and I.
Yeah.
Tulelingana.
All right.
So we have another one. Would you rather eat the same food every day or wear the same thing every day? Priska, what do you think?
I wear the same things every day.
Black, all black. Black.
What about you, Nelly?
I think I have a tendency to wear black all the time. So yeah, when it comes to food, I'm a foodie. I wouldn't like to eat the same thing. So I would rather wear the same thing and eat different things every day.
Yeah. Guys, when I say same thing, I mean like I wear the top, take it off, wear it, wash it. It's just easy to get. So we'll be like, don't you have other clothes to wear?
What about you, Willie? What do you think? What would you rather do?
I think I would rather wear something every day. Food, come on. Ice cream. To nails what appear actually pick it to
Utunama.
Hey,
You utunama kutina to the everyday bag.
You get
You
tired.
get sick of it.
Ay,
At one point, you would. So it's safe to say all of us are like willing towards the wearing the same things every day because food, we want to food is very delicious.
why do you go utunama to the everyday?
I would rather wear the same thing.
I know. Anyway, so thank you so much for participating in that, ladies. So we know who wants to be a millionaire. We know who wants to wear the same clothes, but we have to talk about the trending topics here and back home. There's a lot of juicy topics that we need to talk about. So we're going to go on a commercial and then come back and do the trending topics.
Do you run a nonprofit organization in the education, health, and human services sectors? Do you need grant funding for your organization? Or do you need help developing programs to help you raise money for your nonprofit organization? At Vibrant Funding, our mission is to connect our nonprofit partners in the education, health, and human services sectors to the financial resources required to achieve their mission. We support nonprofit organizations based in and operating in the United States and Africa. We offer the following services to new and established organizations: program development, donor engagement and retention, grants research and writing. Contact us at www.vibrant-funding.com or email us at info@vibrant-funding.com. Call us at 404-751-6802 to learn more about our services and how we can help you to have an impact on the world. Vibrant Funding, connecting donors and nonprofits.
Hello and welcome back. Thank you for tuning in. If you're just joining us, this is the Insaka Talk Show coming all the way from the United States of America. If you have not shared yet, please go ahead and share this live and let them know that we are here. Irene, what is trending this week?
I think, tell us what's happening in Maryland. I think you mentioned something about what's going on in Maryland before we dive into the trending topics.
Yes, if you're in the DMV area, Ephraim Sekaletti, I think that's how he spells his name, is performing tonight at Agape World Center Church International at 5 p.m. That's along, Pastor is now a Reverend Chongo. The Chongos, everybody knows them. So please go and support. I would love to go. It's an hour drive. My husband is not there, but please, guys, if you're in the neighborhood, go and support. I love Ephraim. The last time he was here, I actually won 10 albums.
Oh,
I won, yeah.
nice.
And I was not sharing right there in church. I said, "She they pay."
That's something I know.
They're like, "You have 10, yeah." They're all mine. I'm not sharing. So, guys, go and support. He's an amazing, amazing gospel artist.
That's very good. So now we're diving into the trending topics, you guys. Zambia Kuchalo is happening. Everything is happening in America as well, but we have to share with you guys. Sometimes people don't read the news, or I don't know to short Jeding Zambia. Sometimes you don't have, the juice on your phone, so you get to watch Insaka, and we talk to you about it. Here in America, we have a death, of course. If people know who Lisa Marie Presley, the daughter of Elvis Presley, died at the age of 54. She died of a cardiac arrest. So she's one of those people that actually went through a lot of, trauma. She lost her son, I think, 2 years ago, Benjamin. He committed suicide, unfortunately, but she is survived by 3 daughters. At least they'll keep her name alive. Lisa Marie, you guys, was busy. Let me tell you, she was married 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
Her first marriage is where she got Benjamin and the other girl, I think Kelsey. And then she got married to Michael Jackson. That was her second marriage. And then the third marriage was Nicolas Cage. I didn't know about that. I just found out.
Married?
Yeah, Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. And then she married the 4th husband that she had twins with. So, I mean, she lived her life. She came from prestige. She was the only child. So she enjoyed her life, but unfortunately it was cut short. She was really young, but we'll put her in our prayers. What do you guys think about the 4 marriages, or because she's passed on, we don't want to talk about her?
I think it's a good thing. You know what? These days, move on. Go marry somebody else.
How is she getting married 4 times and people can't even get in a relationship?
You know what? Because she's lovable, she's beautiful, and then there are some people who just like, I want to be married. They want to stay married. They don't want to be
right, but the man has to propose.
Yeah.
Yeah, they proposed.
They do propose.
4 times.
Elizabeth Taylor, how many times was Elizabeth? I think 7 times, right? I'm not even sure.
I know for sure that she was married 4 times, and obviously she was in between that. She had relationships. One of the marriages just lasted like 4 months. So,
Elizabeth Taylor?
No, Lisa Marie. I know.
Lisa.
I think she was in love with the idea of being married.
Yeah,
I think she's
I
one
think
of those
weddings
that
and
just-
all that stuff. Yeah.
And then she was the only child too, so that loneliness
with a lot of money.
Yeah, with a lot of money. But
Who wouldn't want to marry you? You know.
from the stories that have come out, that she was a very nice person.
Mhm.
She was a very nice person. But we show on the other hand that Walande married the East.
All right, guys, what else is
May her
trending?
soul rest in peace.
Yeah, so we have Zambia Kuchalo. We have 2 young artists, you guys, as you know. We have Chef 187 as new album. So new album by Chef Bafumishe, 200 million mwebantu. was live. So people like, I would say, Chef, 200 million people viewed in 17 hours. That's amazing. And this is why we say like we have to support our people through this Boomer Play, where everybody can go and an artist comes out with the new album. Please go there. That's how these people get recognized, because we need to find a way to support our team. So our people, sorry, I don't know, something's happening in my head, but our people, we need to support our artists by watching them, by streaming live. So Chef, congratulations on your album.
Congratulations, Chef. 2 million views, streams in 17 hours is no play, guys. That means this guy is fire, you know.
So what happens? So I have to talk about this one. Chela Tukuta. The photographer did a live yesterday, and so when Your Maps learned that Chef had 2 million views on Boomplay, he posted the list of his songs that did well. So Chela was like, "What is this? What are you doing? This is an album. You're posting the songs. What is that all about? It's just being jealous when it's Chef's time. It's Chef's time. Let him celebrate that moment." So there's something going on. I don't know what's going on, but I love Chef. Congratulations to him. He's a deep thinker.
Yeah.
You can tell he's a lyrical genius.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why we were saying, sorry to cut you short, Nelly. Maki too, his brother retired. And you said something very interesting yesterday, Priska. And it still sits in me.
In my head.
He said, I told you. Let me just back up and throw my towel down, which is good. I mean, I love that because he can see the geniusness in his brother. Instead of competing, he just said, "You know what? Run. I'll just follow you and guide you." That's beautiful. You know?
Yeah. And that's the name of the album there. Ruth Kapanza says, "Broke no Lunkumbwa."
Yeah.
Muleke Zambia. And it's so funny, right? Ma broke no Lunkumbwa.
Yeah.
And then I'll say a little bit about Chef, right? It's different. You see, when we say Mark 2 and all that, it's not a very, like, I'm not here to compete. I'm here to just deliver. So every time he brings up a music, he's not coming up, "Oh, Nene Halaf Nechi album." No, he's quiet. When his time comes, we just see boom.
And apparently, in real life, he's very humble. He's very down to earth, and he talks to people. He's actually, I don't know her name, Zaven, the Coppola queen. He's responsible for her blowing up. Zaven.
Oh.
I don't know when they name their names. That's another story. But she said in her interview that Sheffy, when she was giving up on music, he reached out to her and he was like, "You know what? I need to work with you. Let's collaborate." That's how she was signed to Nexus. So it's responsible for a lot of up and coming artists that is supporting. So.
Yeah, Michael is actually very humble as well. In person, he's not one of those he's very down to earth when you actually sit down and have a chat with him.
Nice.
I think it's just the way they were raised.
Yeah, I think they were raised right. I never really followed Maki 2's songs for a very long time. And then I stumbled on his bio. Somebody was interviewing him. I fell in love with everything about him. He's very humble, very well spoken. And then he says, "I've never drunk, I've never smoked." I'm like, wait a minute, wait, are you Zambian?
Yeah.
And then you're Zambian and then you're an artist. We just have this wrong perspective that he drinks, he smokes, he does all these things.
We always say I'm a Catholic.
They don't do any of that. Both
and married and faithful. There are no scandals.
Yes. So kudos to you. Kudos to your parents for raising you well. And you're delivering. We can see from your delivery.
So Ruth says, "Can Insaka Talk Show bring Chef 187 to Dallas?"
We're thinking about it.
We'll think about it.
No, we are working on it. We're not thinking about it. It is done, Ruth. We'll let you know when it's coming.
Yep, another Zambia child.
Okay.
I don't know what that is.
Let's move on to the next news.
All right. Oh my God. Statues. I can't even wrap my head around these statues. They've been just coming up, and the fact that they're not doing justice to the actual person they are trying to do the statue for, because these are leaders that have done a lot for our country, and then Mababumba for Mababumba, my son, the like, really?
I
Did
think
you
we need
ask
to
for a
show
second
some.
opinion? Huh?
Let me put something on
Oh,
the screen here.
who does this?
I think Planale Pangefi Mumbwa. I think we all played Namalova. Who played Namalova?
We all did.
Then
I
this is a
did.
This
good
is
one.
wrong.
I did play with Namalova. I didn't even do none of this. This is ugly, guys. Let's not make him like this. He was handsome, man. Like we thought Kaunda was God when I was growing up, because it's the only thing that we hit. Kaunda of Zimbabwe, Kaunda of America. Because you're young, you think Kaunda was
I mean, okay,
That one is good.
yeah,
Never did this one.
this is very decent,
Yeah.
right? What
Yeah.
about
No.
you?
Really?
That is
Why
so
not
better.
Balanga?
Ah,
Why not?
Jesus. Who did this?
This is so wrong.
That is bad.
Ah, way.
I mean, the fact that they even, never mind.
They even put the flag.
That's what I was about to
Who's
say
this
that,
supposed to
but
be?
never mind.
That's KK. Tawlemana katamba la kawaii.
Woman Akatambalaka white, and he's the only one who used to wear it, Shinankan, or whatever they call it.
No, that's not. That's
Namana
ugly.
small kwati yaba lungu futi.
I mean,
These people are wrong for that.
I'm telling you, they need to stop.
Ah, jeez, Louise. Yeah.
Ruth said something about it. Are these people being paid for these, or they're just volunteers to make the statues? We actually don't know.
That's a great question, Ruth.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't want to insult anyone. We don't know if they're professionals, but they did a bad job, or we don't know if they're
That
volunteers.
is an insult already.
What? How? How? I don't know if it's a professional and they did a bad job. They did a bad job.
what happened? I think I'll tell whoever is doing these statues, or whoever they're giving permission. Please look at when we go outside in the park. You see Columbus. You see wherever they do it very well, so our children get to see that. But what they're doing, this is bad. How can they show Malumbo? This is Dr. Keke.
Maybe when they were making them, they thought they were good.
And then how can you even explain? Oh, you wanna? Oh, ever present this one on Jakatina.
All right. What else is happening besides
What else is trending? Chandanake in Australia. So Chandanake, when they started their music, I used to laugh because they were like, they were poetic. They were not like, you have to really listen to like the lingo. And then if you're not from the Copper Belt, some of the things will miss you, because they say things differently from us from Lusaka. I was like, so what do they mean when they say this? And then I started paying attention to them, and I love their music. And now you see, this is just to say, all the artists that are in Zambia, always think above where you are. You see, Chandanake, when they started, they didn't realize that, because they are doing music that's making people happy, then the diaspora starts telling them, you should come. You see, already somebody is saying we should bring the artist here. Yeah. So these are some of the things you should do if you're an artist in Zambia. Always think 10 times above you to say, you know what, I'm not going to end up here. I want to collaborate with this one. I want to collaborate with this one. And not within Zambia. Always, I don't care. I want to collaborate with Kanye West. I don't care, whatever it takes. You never know. It might not be Kanye West. It might be somebody else. But always think ahead of time.
That's right.
Tanzania, look at Diamond. He's busy collaborating with so many artists because his mind is like, I'm not going to stay in Tanzania and be in Tanzania. I want to collaborate. So please think ahead of time.
I think it's the managers, guys.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
You
nowadays,
yes,
if you have a manager, if you are Priska, people can reach out to you without, oh, let me call my
The
manager.
Zambian artists, I'm just gonna say this. You
Yeah,
can get, well, there are a few nice ones that
that's true.
we've talked to directly, and then we don't even have to go through the manager. But there are those that one you're talking to me, I talk to my manager.
That's my
For
manager.
what?
yeah,
Are talking to you already. You have your own best interest at heart. If we're bringing you here, you want to bring your manager, the manager's girlfriend, that's an opportunity missed.
of course. Of
Sometimes
course.
you have to think about, does this make sense for me? Who's to say everything has to go through the manager?
Yeah. True.
True,
But anyway,
true.
let's continue with the trending topics.
Well, we have the best. Okay, this one is Mariah Carey and Nick. Mariah Carey suing Nick Cannon, full custody of their twins. But I don't want to say it much because Irene from the beginning, she's been on Nick because that's Nick, our boy. So I'm gonna go to you, Irene. What do you think about your boy?
You know what? It's about time one of the ladies actually put him down, put some sense in him, because all of them are happy to have a baby with him for whatever reasons. But Mariah has a responsibility for their twins, and from the look of things, she's the carer of the twins. So obviously, if I'm the one who has the children, I don't want a father who's in and out 12 times, because he's like, he goes to this child, he's not giving them all 100% time. And then I think just morals, she thought about it, it didn't make sense. But I want you to understand that if he takes full custody, doesn't mean Nick Cannon cannot see the twins. It doesn't say that.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, with that many kids,
hmm
somebody has to be, like the home parent. This
Yeah,
kid needs stability. Children need stability.
Yep.
absolutely.
And so, Mariah as a mother, naturally, I think she should have full custody.
Yeah.
And you always care if you're step up today is shit child.
hmm
The same thing.
So yeah, no, somebody
Yeah.
has to be a parent over this kid.
Yeah.
So it's a no-brainer for me.
It's not
Yep.
okay because she was married to him. And
Mhm.
I know how she feels like, okay, now you broccoli, and then now you have all these 10 kids. By the time you're gonna finish your 10 kids, you're gonna come to me, my kids will be 15. You're not there. Let me just take my kids. If you want to see them once in a month, fine, but I'm gonna take care of everything. You just give me the money.
Yeah.
And full custody allows her to make certain decisions for the children without the other parent, who is Nick. So which is good, because now I think they have joined custody. So which means every time they make a decision, she has to go to Nick and say, hey, we have to do this and that. But now if she takes full custody, she'll be the sole, almost maybe 90% of the things she has to make the decisions, and then just maybe inform Nick when he's on his 7th grade.
I think, I think it's a great idea. He's taking this whole having children thing a joke.
Yeah.
Like there are 10 kids, but those mothers, that could be the only child that they have.
Yes.
And then to me, my children,
They come first, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And then just the nonsense of people telling them, oh, you have 10 siblings, you have this. They don't think about how these things affect their children.
Yeah. All right. So let's read a little, some comments here. We have Esau. Woo, I'm late. Esau is in Chipata. He's in Chipata, watching in Chipata. He's really funny, this guy.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you so much, Esau. And then we have Kupiwe, good for Mariah. These kids are not toys. I agree. We agree. Hello, ladies. Manya.
Hello,
I
ladies.
love you. Thank you so much for teaching again. Hi, ladies. Jenna Felix. Thank you so much.
Nelly is not eating today. That's the one that told us last week. Let Nelly go. Her food is getting cold.
Oh, that's why. Okay. We couldn't release her. Sorry,
guys. Before we get into the main topic, it's actually very interesting. I'm excited about this topic. We're going to say thank you to our sponsors, and for those of you that want to sponsor, there's still time. This is the beginning of the year, so reach out to us and we can work those details out. But when we come back, we are going to unpack. So let us say thank you to our sponsors and go to commercial.
My whole life, my father told me stories about moving to the United States. He would tell me that his brother, my Uncle George, was already living here and let my father stay with him for a while. Through my Uncle George, my father was introduced to our cultural organization here in America, who helped him make connections, apply for college, find his first job, and adjust to life in a completely different culture than he was used to. The Cultural Association helped him get started on his new life. My Uncle George would bring my father with him to the annual Summer Cultural Groups Festival, and later, he would bring me. It was incredible to see so many people of all ages laughing and celebrating with food and song and dance. It brought back the best feelings of home and gave my father the opportunity to pass his culture, language, and values on to me. My father and Uncle George were very close, so when George died last year, my father wanted to honor his wishes to be buried with a traditional ceremony back at his birthplace. My father told me that because Uncle George had cultural group life insurance, he was able to afford to bring George home and have the traditional burial George wanted. Though my father had been able to honor my Uncle George's wishes, it got me thinking about my own family. One day, I'd have to make the same arrangements for my own parents, and my wife's parents as well. Of course, we would want to bring them home and honor their wishes, but it would be a financial hardship for our family. There were a lot of things to think about, even though I really didn't want to think about them at all. When my father told me about cultural group life insurance, he told me it's intended to help families when they need it the most. It's not tied to an employer, so no matter where my career takes me, I'll always have coverage. The more people who participate and the younger they are, the more it helps keep the insurance premiums down for the entire association. Because my parents have cultural group term life insurance, there will be money available to help me provide the kind of service I want to give my parents. And by joining, I can put my mind at ease and continue to celebrate our traditions into the future.
All right.
Welcome back. This is the Insaka Talk Show. If you're just tuning in, please share. Let the people know we are live. So let's get into the topics. Jobs that pay 100K without a college degree. What are you guys? What are your thoughts?
I want one.
I want to be part of that.
Would you rather have a college degree and make 25K, or not have a college degree and just do a little bit of research and get 100K?
Getting 100K, girl. Getting 100K. I'm on it.
We love money, guys.
We love
Money makes the world go round.
Millions, money.
Mm-hmm.
But on that one, Priska, I think the world is changing how the world was being viewed before. Nowadays, they've given us the opportunities. Like there are so many trades, and these trades are just not stopping us. Because if you look back to our parents back home, all they wanted you to be a doctor, a teacher, an engineer. But now God is too. So now they're using trades to make sure everybody gets to be a billionaire. And I feel like it's amazing. We're gonna leave this, guys, by end of this year. Now, what the 1K.
You and me both.
All right. So we're gonna start with one that is very important. Priska?
Entrepreneurship, business owners. Be a business owner and you can make that money.
Yep.
Actually, you know what? Let me take that back. It's not about just being a business owner. Follow the right steps.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work to be a business owner, guys. It looks nice from outside. And Nelly, you guys have your own businesses. Can attest to that. There's no weekends. There's no being off. And if it's one of those things where you have stuff, you literally have to go in. So it's how much time you put in. That's how much money you can make. So
I agree. Entrepreneurship is one of those things, yes, like Priska said, it seems easy on the outside, but you have to be prepared. You have to do a lot of research, and you also have to do a lot of the legwork yourself.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because for example, if you're working for a company, right, they have an accountant, they have somebody doing marketing, they have somebody doing all these different things. As a business owner, most of the time, we do all of that yourself. You are the accountant. You are the one doing the marketing. You are the one doing the actual work. So that's how you save, right? But at the same time, all of that takes time, and time is again money. So do your research. Make sure that you understand the type of business that you're getting into before you get into it. And we're going to show you some of the ones that you can actually do as an entrepreneur.
Let me say something to that. Irene, did you want to go first?
Yeah, you can go. I know what I'm going to say.
When it comes to business, do what you love to do so it doesn't feel like work.
Exactly.
So if you have a gift in writing, you have a gift in painting, you have turn that into a business. I love beauty, hair, makeup, everything. When I'm working, I don't feel like I'm working because I love doing it. So find your passion and turn that into a business.
Good one, Priska.
Okay, so what I wanted to add on to that is that when you go into business, make sure you give yourself a window of 12 months of losses.
5 years, actually.
Well, I'm going to give them 1 year because I don't want them to be discouraged. So the first 1 year is for you to just build yourself, build your clientele, and feel good about what you're doing. The 1 year, first 1 year, you will make the money, but it will come and go because you're spending as you go. But as long as you tell yourself, this is what I want to do 5 years from now, I'll grow, I'll get to this level. Maybe I'll franchise my business in 5 years' time. Whatever little change you get is better than not having anything. So don't go into a business thinking, oh, when I get up in business one time, I'm going to be a millionaire. No, there are losses in there. And when you fall, get up again. You go back to the drawing board. Why did I start this? And then keep going. Some of us are business owners. I work during the day and at night because I'm still building my business. So I'm doing the legwork. I haven't hired a lot of people yet, but I'm doing the business because I don't care how long it takes, as long as I know my vision and I know that by June next year I've already calculated this is where I'm going to be. I've ordered this, I've ordered that. Then I can relax. And in the meantime, lack of sleep is my middle name.
Being a business owner.
That's true. So if you're writing this down, remember, number one, do your research. Number two, set your goals. Right? Because you're going to have to come back to those goals and see and check off. If you achieve something, check it off. If it's still pending, leave it there and you keep trying. Anybody want to add something before we move on?
I'll go back to that. Last week we had a show and we talked about vision board. So go back to your vision board, put pictures of what you want, how your business gonna look like. Guys, it's not easy, but trust me, it does come to it. Takes a while. But that way you'll be able to say, no, that way you know your vision, how your vision in your business to be. So
true that.
I'm actually doing my vision board today.
I'm done with mine.
Oh, I haven't done mine yet. I'm going to do it this afternoon. I'm off tomorrow, so I'm working on it.
All right. So this is an example of a vision board. I know, Priska, you're very passionate about this. You want to talk a little bit more for somebody who doesn't know what a vision board is and where they can get any sites where they can get like a template to help them out get started?
Pretty much, no. So what I do is I'll buy the board that they use for projects at school, and then just lots of magazines because only you know what you want. You can say a site, go on Google and figure out how to do a vision board, but it's really what you want. Where do you want to see yourself? Do you want a beautiful house? Actually, I was cutting out a few pictures because this is a cruise. I'm so afraid of going on a cruise. That's something that I want to achieve next year.
All right. Not this year.
Going on a cruise.
I want to do it before the end of the year. Healthy habits. I want to be healthy, guys. As you can see, I look very good. So I'm trying to very healthy habits, and then the money. Who does not want the money? I want money. So I was just cutting out a few things, and it happens to be sitting here. So it's what you want. You want to buy that card. Put that card there every morning. Talk about it every morning. just manifestation and speaking positive goals and all that great stuff.
Yeah.
Kupiwe, she said, interesting topic, just what I need in 2023. Bring it on, ladies.
Hopi, you need to be
Thank
here
you
on
so
the
much, Kupi.
28th. On the 28th, we'll be talking
And then
about.
we have our brother Tony. He says, hello. Hello, Tony. And then we have Amos Mishanga. He
Listening.
said he's listening. I love that because let's talk by listening. I love that too. Learning, Miriam. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good, Priska, you said that. But for me, what I do, I take pictures of things. So like myself and the pictures of things. So I'll go on Google, I'll take a picture and then I'll go to CVS and I'll print the pictures and I'll put them on a board, like a cutting board. And then every day I look at it. I'll tell you, with my foundation, I did that. It's like 25 years ago. I use Oprah School. I used to do it. So the little thing that I see now, I'm like, oh, check out. Oh, Winnie, come on. And it's years, guys.
Yeah.
So it's really amazing.
Yeah.
And it's consistent. Don't give up. No matter what happens, don't give up. It's not easy to use your own money when you know one day it's going to pay you off. Just keep up doing.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So some of the jobs that you can do as a business owner, some of the businesses that you can start that actually pay good money. Priska, over to you because this is your fields.
Guys, the beauty industry, do not sleep on it, okay? The beauty industry, beauty supply store, beauty products, we make millions.
Oh,
Hey, there you go.
I'm coming.
The beauty industry, do not sleep on it. If you don't have a salon, you can make money in your home. You can braid hair. You can do hair extensions. There's so many different ways that you can make money in the beauty industry. Wigs are out here. People that suffer from hair loss, they all want wigs. A wig starts from $100. So hairstylists make money, as well as barbers. It's about the same thing as well as barbers. So do not sleep on that industry.
Yeah.
You can even do hair from home. Yeah. Irene, you want to talk about them?
Yeah, no, that same hair thing and barbers. I wanted to say, as just to top it up with what you said, when you are a barber or a hairstylist, don't just end up a barber and a stylist in your shop. Start marketing yourself to like people who have money and become their personal barbers or personal stylists. Because then if you have like 5 of those in a month, plus you're doing something in the store, that's how you get to 100K. Because obviously a lot of people are calculating like, oh, if I do this one for $40, 120 in a day, I can't make. No, you have to be innovative. You have to think of, outside your box to say, what can I do to make more money? Like say, for example, school time when kids are going to school, you say, I'll cut hair for $10. Do you know how many parents are going to line up for you for $10? You make quicker money, $10 for each child, than you stay in the shop waiting for somebody to cut hair for $25.
To add on that, you don't even need an overhead as a stylist or a barber. You can travel, go to those people's homes. You can do it from home.
Yeah, be a traveling barber. So what about this one? This is an interesting one.
Oh, I'll talk about this one. This one is an interesting one. Guys, if you're in America, because we have somebody who cleans up my sister's home. Landscaping, guys, they make a lot of money.
Yeah.
All you need to do is buy shovel, all those stuff. Do it yourself from the beginning. Get a small truck and then go and clean people's just outside, especially during this time around. It's fall time. So imagine if you have 5 houses, they're paying $100. You're gonna clean those 5 houses every week. You're going to have another houses in another week. So they're making a lot of money. They have so many businesses, guys. Don't sleep on it. And then for us Africans, what we need to stop is looking to what does that person do. It doesn't matter if he's making 100K, you're mine.
I wanna add on landscaping in my neighborhood. And landscaping, that means building patios, doing whatever. We have Jose that is building decks and doing flowers for 100,000, 200,000 just for one house. We have at least 20 houses in here, and he's done most of our landscaping patio. Jose is from El Salvador, guys. He's a foreigner. He's not an American. So you just have to be smart and know what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'll tell you on that part. As we come here from people who came out we came in diaspora. We always think about when I come in America, I want to be working in health. I want to be in a bank. We've given us this privilege of being here. Go and do something that you want. Like Jose, he probably doesn't even speak English. He's doing well and making this amount of money. But for us, I want to show my friend that I'm putting on this coat. I'm in the office. I have to wear this. No, it doesn't matter what you do. I'll even say something cleaner. People clean the house. They have businesses.
They make a lot of money.
My friend, she makes a lot of money.
Yeah, another trade that makes money, that will bring you money, is being an electrician.
Yes.
And you don't need, mind you, we're talking about jobs that you don't require a college degree, but you do need to have some type of certification for most of these. So bear in mind, these are some of the jobs that you can do. Being an electrician pays really well. Zambia, a lot of people. My mom's young brother was an electrician. He could fix anything.
Yes.
I mean, that man could take a stove. He could take a stove. I mean, anyway, it's over. But
Nelly, on that, I wanted to say something on that. So the difference between here and in Zambia is that when you're building, there's somebody who's allocated for certain things. A plumber is a plumber, an electrician is an electrician. It's not like a Matanga builder. Can you do plan? Mami na vonse timachita na electric timachita na chani timachita. It doesn't work like that here. You have to be a designated person who does electrical work. So they call these people to say we are building. So we are now at the phase where we have to plug in the electricity. So can you come in? The team comes in, does their job, they go to another job. That's how they make money. They are not stationed. So plumbing, same thing.
And this one we kind of missed when we were talking about beauty. I want to bring it back here. This is another area of yours, Priska.
Makeup artists, they make money for a wedding, a bridal party. You can charge up to $800, and that's just a day. You can do 2-3 weddings, and most of the times, makeup is you just have to be it's an art, self-taught. Just understand the colors, the blending, what goes well, understand people's skin. So that's another. You don't need an overhead. You can just go to somebody. So many events are happening, especially 2023. Guys, we're alive. 2020, we were in, we couldn't do anything, but now people are going out. So reach out. Another thing that you can do is go to bridal shops. Ask them to put your number, florist, beauty supply store, just give them your card.
So my friend is getting married this summer, right? And then she got a quote from somebody else, $2,300. And I said, I was like, I think for 12 people. I was like, huh? So now I'm waiting for my other friend who I know she's able to give us at least a little discount, but that's how much they told her, like $400 just for the bride.
And we want to hear from you guys also in the comments. We love that you're sharing, so keep sharing. Let us know your experiences. If you have any experience with any of these topics that any of these jobs that we are talking about here.
I love that Martha said, this is great. We need to do a vision board party. Yes, we can. We can do it live.
Vision board.
Yeah.
Should I go to do my vision board?
Yes.
Maybe we should do a vision board party. Martha, I think that's going to be one of the
things,
one of the shows that we'll do in future. I love that.
And Memory said, I'd like to find out later in the show from the lady who started the NGO, which is no other than Miss Winnie. So Miss Winnie, get in touch with Memory. She wants to know a little bit about the NGO.
I can give her your number, Winnie.
Yeah.
And then she can inbox us and then we share the number.
Okay, and then Miss Kupiwa wants to schedule something with Miss Priska, the Priska.
Miss Kupi, just be here on the 28th. You know you're supposed to come to the front.
So Memory says
According
she's
to
a few steps to start an NGO or register an NGO here in the US.
Okay.
So
Can I answer this one?
absolutely.
Memory, if you notice, one of our sponsors is Vibrant Funding. So if you go to Vibrant Funding, they will help you. They do help with registering a nonprofit organization. Those are some of the things that they do as well. So please reach out. We will put their website in the comments so that you have that. But it's Vibrant Funding.
I
So
can share that information with her. I can share
Yeah.
this
Okay.
program.
Good. Great.
cool.
Ruth Zimba Kapansa, she says, loving the different job options. Yeah, that's the whole idea for us to do this show. Midwife, your midwife, keep up the good work. You know, it's funny when you see these names, you like, is she
Midwife.
really a midwife
I
or
know.
is that a nickname? And then Chawala, my friend, hi Insaka family, happy Sunday watching you from Zambia's capital.
Hello.
And then Ruth Zimba says, oh, I think she's telling her friend Posy we are sitting on money. So maybe Posy is a hairdresser or something.
She does really good makeup, but she has
See?
not. Yeah, but she hasn't. So, guys, going back, I know we are running a little bit low on time, but I wanted to give you some of the other jobs. One of the big ones, even here, even whether in Zambia or the United States, is this one right here.
Whoa.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can attest to that.
Yeah.
These people are walking away with $70,000 checks, $80,000 checks. Like, yeah, they're making money.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah,
just
being
have
a
to
real
be a
estate
sweet talker.
agent. Sorry, go ahead, Irene.
I said you have to be a sweet talker.
You have to be a mod.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's a sales rep component, which brings me to the next job, which is a sales representative. There's a sales representative component to being a realtor. Being a sales representative is also one of those jobs that pays really, really well.
Yep.
And you don't necessarily need to have a college degree. You may need some certifications along the way, depending on what you're selling. But there's some people who are so good, they could sell you your own clothes. So if you're one of those, people that are so good at selling stuff, you may want to consider being a sales representative.
I wanted to add on what you said about college degrees. So, guys, we're not discouraging you in getting college degrees. What we're saying is, if you do not have a college degree, or you need to change your career this year, these are the things that you can look at. So we have educators who are friends. Dr. Musoma, he'll be like, what are you doing?
What are you guys doing?
We are just advising people, if you want to change your career, you probably have a career right now, you want to do something different, and you're thinking about going back to school, getting that degree, those student loans. These are things that you can look at. Yeah. So we are in no shape or form discouraging you to get a college.
I'll say something about that, Priska. And it's not, we don't want you to go to school again. Do something you love. You may have a college degree being a doctor or a doctorate or being whatever in a pharmacist or whatever that you are in, but you love doing makeup. You can go and get a certification and have that on the weekends.
You actually don't need a certificate anymore to be a makeup artist. They abolished that.
That's good.
Wow. That's a very good assessment, Winnie. Another one. Who wants to talk about this one?
Executive. I can talk about it because I have a friend who, actually my cousin, she does that for a living, like her extra income. So she cooks for families. There's some families who say to her, like, okay, this weekend we're having a few couples come, and then we have like 4 kids, and then she'll find out what they're allergic to and stuff like that, and then she makes the whole meal, the whole 9. She'll just tell them, for the whole 9, pay me $2,000 one time, and they will, because you are going to bring your own chefing dishes. You're going to be serving them. They're reducing time of going to the restaurants and doing that stuff, and because you've done it with them several times, they trust your cooking. Yeah. So they will tell their friends, and their friends will tell their friends. That's how I make my own money. My clients tell their friends. So you do a good job, and you get referrals.
Get referral.
Nice. So in the interest of time, I just wanted us to make sure that we also talk about those jobs that don't require physical strength, right? If maybe you are not abled, you're disabled in some way, but you have there are ways for you to make money, or just you don't want to do a physical job, right?
Yeah.
Like that requires you, like cooking or whatever. These are some of the other jobs or businesses that you could do.
Can you give us examples of freelance writing? I think is it like
I think I'll let Priska speak to this one.
Freelance writing. A lot of people that I know went to college and had went to writing papers for them. So that's one thing. I know my nephew does it legit. Like he writes papers. You can write papers. You can write articles for people.
Mhm.
Also, even for us business owners,
Yeah.
Nelly touched on, we can't do the marketing ourselves.
Right.
It's a lot of time to write and explain things. So that's something that you can do.
Or a proposal, like a business proposal. If you're trying to get a loan and like you're a small business owner, you don't have the time, you can source freelance writers online to do the work for you. And that's how, these writers make money. So if you have a knack for writing, that's one of the things that you could do.
And there's so many
Writing speeches. A lot of people give speeches and then
Oh, yeah.
they need people to write their speeches.
And there's so many young kids in Zambia who are just like sitting on Facebook and scrolling and watching people. Not everybody's going to be famous by just putting their crazy videos. You can still write for somebody and, get money while you're scrolling on Facebook.
Right for politicians. That's why when they give them the speech, they can't speak because they're not the ones who wrote it.
When we talk about video editors, and I'm thinking we have so much talent in Zambia that we don't even, and that's one of the reasons why we started this, is to bridge that gap and bring out that talent. Guys, the Zakado show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is amazing talent.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So if you are good at editing videos, doing that's something
Animations.
you can do.
Yes, animations, yeah.
Yeah, in your own space, your own home.
I love that, but it's so funny when you watch it and it's just like, whoa. So
I don't even know how they do it. I'm so amazed because they'll do a description of a woman and how she's saying is exactly how she's represented. I'm like, how did they even match this? I don't know.
Fiverr.com. I go to Fiverr for almost
everything
to do with my business. Video editing. Guys, if you're at home, you're sitting, you have a gift and a talent, go to www.fiverr.com. You can write, you can do video editing, you can do voiceovers for those people that have amazing voices.
Yeah.
So it's a platform that creates it's a platform for freelancers. If you have a gift and talent, you can go to fiverr.com, sign up, and you can get paid instead of
get paid.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, the other ones that we want to talk about that, that are not entrepreneur type of work is, for example, you can be an aircraft mechanic. Pays start at $75,000 and above. You just need certifications. You don't necessarily need a college degree. Yes, you do need training. And one of the other ones as well.
MRI. Yeah.
So MRI technologists are those people, if you go to do an MRI in the hospital, they'll put you through like a machine that needs to read your brain and stuff like that. You need to be certified for that. You don't necessarily, again, need a college degree, but it's something that pays really well. So
Nelly, there's a gentleman that asked something about motor trade. I wanted to say something. His name is Amos.
Okay, let's pick that up.
He said, what is there? Yeah, what is there in the motor trade? What options are there to start a business in motor mechanics and selling cars? So if it's here, I have two cousins that fixes cars. They're mechanics. They started just doing mechanical work and they opened their own shop. It's all Zambian. And they're making a lot of money. I don't want to mention their names. I didn't get permission, but they're doing a good job. So what you can do, you can start from somewhere. Like just start advertising that I know how to fix cars, and then renting a space is not hard. You can just rent one small, you know, garage or something, and then you start slowly until you open up your own garage. Every woman wants to go to the garage to fix something, but we don't know how to fix anything. We have more customers from the women than men. That's how you start, and then you grow. Once you're fixing the cars, then you can be selling cars at the same time on the same lot.
What's
That's how they make money here. You have to
I'll,
be
I'll
thinking
tell
too.
you something. The guy I go now is my mechanic. He has a big shop. He's
Mhm.
Nigerian. He used to get people's car and go like Walmart
Mhm.
parking garage and then you fix somebody else's car until
Yeah,
he saved enough money to go find his own garage.
exactly. That's how
So
you think.
you
You have
can
to
do
think
it.
like that. Mhm.
We have an interesting comment from Dr. Msoma.
I think he's talking in terms of how you can make money, assets, market realities. Like
And liabilities.
you need to expound more on that, Doctor. Mwitfulunganya n'ebisungu byawe.
Our brother Tony says, I hear a lot about money making. People have to like and enjoy what to do, also be successful doing it. Don't forget hard work sometimes. That's part of its process. So
Yeah.
it's true. You can have a business because this is what you want to do, but if you're not putting in the hard work, not it's I'll give you an example where I wash my car. The owner washes cars. The owner of the place. For a very long time I thought he was a worker. It's not like, hey, Jose, go and clean this. Hey, go. No, he's busy washing cars and stuff. And then one day I met him in the office with his wife and children. I'm like, I was so amazed and impressed by him. So be an example on your own business.
Mhm.
Don't let people work for you, and then you kind of like bully them to work, and then you don't know where the money is going. But if you're doing your hands on, you know everything.
Yeah, so Memory Chama, that is for the video editing, that's the Fiverr
Fiverr.
website that we shared. And I'm also just going to put it in the comments here, www.fiverr.com.
Memory, call me after 30 minutes. I can
Yeah.
share all that information with you. Vibrant Funding, Winnie Sonda in the Fiverr.
Yep.
Yeah, because you know what? That's why we are here to do this, Memory. Thank you for watching. We're gonna share the information, and so we all have to make 100, honey, guys. 100,000 this year. Once a day for Waipanga this year.
Mhm.
You're
Yeah.
welcome, Dr. Msoma.
And here's another one that we wanted to talk about. So, guys, radiation therapists, if you are in the medical field, I think most of you know here in the US, the medical field pays a lot of money. Radiation therapists do make a lot of money. Again, I do want to put a disclaimer. You have to have certifications. You
Yeah.
don't necessarily need a college degree, but you have to go through the training and you have to be certified in order to work in this field. So that's how much it pays. They're about the range.
That's, whew, that's,
That is good.
what will I do?
But again, when you look at it, right, it's a very risky job.
Yeah.
It's
Every
a
day.
job that, yeah, you're risking your life and whatnot. And did we talk about plumbers yet, guys?
No, we didn't.
We
Plumbers,
didn't. We just touched it when we were talking about electricians.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
So if you're not the kind of person that easily gets grossed out,
Grossed out.
plumbing is one of those jobs that pays really well. You might want to consider it if you're hands-on, if you're good at tinkling with things. Plumbing might be that profession for you. You do need to have a license here in the United States to work as a plumber. So might want to consider.
yep.
All right. So I think we've pretty much exhausted. If I've left something out, guys, feel free to call it out.
Life coach as well, life coach, especially this time around. People
Mhm.
after the pandemic, we all went through nuts. We went cuckoo. So we need somebody to talk
Not
to.
me, not Kukanina.
What if you're married to a millionaire? You can still make 100K without going to college.
No,
Yeah.
that's a good one, Marie. That is the best of all. That is the best of all.
It's a
Yeah.
long shot.
Sit down.
It's a long shot. But yeah, we wanted to, just bring these up for you guys. And all of this information, if you want to know how much certain jobs pay in different states, like we said before, you can do some research, but also there's a website that you can go to that gives you information about what a job pays in the state where you are. And this is a government website. It's Bureau of Labor and Statistics, BLS.gov. Check it out. If you're curious about a certain job, see how much it pays. Maybe you're thinking about relocating. You're in Texas. You're like, you know what? I want to go live in Maryland. Let's see how much this particular job pays in Maryland. That's where you can get the data from.
I'd like to say something about the viewers in Zambia for business. I know these are like big numbers. You're seeing dollars, $129,000, and then you can't see yourself in that. There are other things that you guys can do in Zambia that will make a lot of money for you guys. Like I'll give you an example. I buy fish from this young lady. She's in Zambia. She advertised it on Facebook that she sells fish for like 100 kwacha. I'm just gonna give her a number there because I don't exactly how much. So she sells like 5 fish for 100 kwacha, and then she delivers. So I gave her number to a few friends of mine here. So they send them Western Union money. She buys the fish and she delivers
To their
to all
boat.
her relatives. So if she delivers to 5 people in a day, she would have made like 700 kwacha in a day. So if you're smart, like I told her, I said, if you're smart, next time when you're selling the fish, throw a tomato and onion in there and throw a head of cabbage in there. And then tell the person that's buying that, oh, lelo nindu dapo cabbage na tomato just for like another extra 50 kwacha, Then you do that. You start from there. I'm telling you, by next year, you'll be talking something different. Because in Zambia, we have a habit of you think you have to have capital. I don't even know where that came from. You have to have a lot of money, which they call capital. You don't have to have a lot of money. You can start from something small and then grow. You have $1. Tell yourself, how can I multiply this dollar? What can I buy in $1 that's going to give me $2? And keep on going until you get to where you want to be. That's for you guys who are in Zambia. We want to hear other ideas that you have so we can work with you and help you at least navigate these areas. That's why we're here.
I'll say I have another idea too. Because I have a farm, right? My caretaker, what he does, what fibili? Charcoal.
What is that? Oh, okay.
Charcoal. In Babula. Charcoal.
Yeah.
For cooking. So what he does, he goes Bapange Fibili, and then he sells them at the street. It's not even well fish in a roadside. Amalasha $100, 100 kwacha amalasha. By the time you finish the whole thing, you make maybe like 2,000 kwacha.
There's load shedding.
Yeah.
Load shedding, so Malacha will work very well.
Yeah.
That's very good. Guys, we have come to that time. I know we've gone over. Any last parting words before we close? This has been exciting. Next week, guys, we have a lot in store for you. We have a man. We have one musician. I'm not going to say his name, but he's amazing. He's coming this year, sometime in February. But guys, any parting words for what we talked about? Irene, I'll start with you.
My learning lesson, you guys told me to learn how to say no. Actually, hell no. You said I should say hell no. Yeah, I learned how to say hell no. But at the same time, I'm very, very grateful. Even the information that we shared, I want people to know that when we share this information, it's not information that we already know. We find it because we want to feed it to you. So on your own, you can Google stuff. You have to be a little smart about your own life. Google some things and say, you know what, maybe I don't want to do this. Let me
Sorry,
Google this.
running
Yeah.
out of time.
Okay, sorry. So please,
Fighting
please
words
Google.
winning in less than a minute.
Yeah.
No, I just want to say whatever you do or you decide to do, don't give up. It takes a long time, but just do your vision board. Sometimes if you can't write it on your vision board, put it in your phone, on your head. So don't give up.
Yeah, for me, I would say, write down your goals, right? Make sure you write down your goals. Make sure you do your research before you get into anything. Find out the pros, the cons, and I'll tell you what somebody once told Priska and I, a very wise man, once said, after you've write down all the reasons why you should do what you're trying to do. And then also write down why you shouldn't do it. And if at the end of the day, you can still find one reason to do it, then go ahead and do it.
Guys, you heard it from me. This has been great, amazing. Have a great 2023. Do not give up. This has been the Insaka Talk Show. Share and let the people know that the Insaka ladies are on fire this year. From us, we love you. Take care. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.